Hey gang, it's JC and this is your Daily Dose for Thursday, September 16th, 2010. A cooperative venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. You can get us on your mobile phone. We have archives at the top of the page. Also, we run all of the eye candies along that strip right below what you're looking at right now. Dave Murray's weather forecast and the audio on iTunes as we roll on with our 15-month paid vacation. Well, today would have been the beginning of our 9th year doing the old showgram on K-Hits, and everybody keeps asking me, well, where is everybody? Well, that's pretty simple. Lori Mack is still there, and she still does television commercials. She does that I'm Just Saying thing on Channel 5 periodically. She does plays. Carl is one of the producers for one of the other stations in that group in that building. And the U-Man is still on the air at one of the other stations. He's still a public address announcer at Busch Stadium and still the bathroom attendant at the Penthouse Club in Sauget. Way to go, U-Man. All right, we're going to be in Washington, Missouri on Saturday afternoon. I think I told you 4 o'clock yesterday, but I guess they're going to start the pregame festivities about 3:30. And this is going to be pretty cool. We're going to have fireworks and people singing the national anthem. Admission $5 for adults. Kids 15 and under are free. We're going to have a lot of stuff to give away, as I did last year, roaming through the crowd. I'm starting this game. I'm going to pitch the first 2 innings. This is baseball, not softball, folks. Come on, wimps. Play baseball. But anyhow, Ronsick Field, Sharks, that's my team, against the Buds. And we will see you in Washington, Missouri on Saturday afternoon. Pre-game stuff starting at about 3:30. All right, let's get to the news. 1.2 million Chuck E. Cheese light-up toys have been recalled because the battery is a choking hazard. Speaking of choking, let's talk about your St. Louis Cardinals, who lost to Ryan Ludwig's return tonight at Busch Stadium. And this should be a very, very cool moment because not only is it going to be an opportunity for Cardinal fans to really recognize Ryan Ludwig for the fabulous job that he did as a Cardinal, but it's also an opportunity for Cardinal fans to really rub the Cardinals management's noses into the dirt because that's what they deserve on this Ryan Ludwig deal. Man, oh man, I can't wait to see this tonight. All right, during an appearance on The Ellen Show, one of the stars of Glee, Jane Lynch, told Ellen she made it easier for her to come out as a lesbian. It was a very touching moment. There wasn't a dry vagina in the house. Martha Stewart has a new show on the Hallmark Channel and nobody is watching. 199,000 viewers, that's it. We had more people listening to our radio show and we were only on the air in St. Louis. Good luck, Martha. Professional gatecrasher and media whore Mikel Salahi has multiple sclerosis. I guess we're supposed to feel sorry for her now. Sorry, I don't. One more note on this Inez thing. This is the Mexican sports reporter who has these clothes that are like sprayed on. Her jeans are so tight you can tell whether or not she shaved her legs that morning. I forgot to tell you, this is the same network that a couple of years ago sent another female reporter in a wedding dress to the Super Bowl media day, and she proposed to Tom Brady while in a wedding dress and then jumped in his lap. So I guess my question is, what do you expect? And do you really think there's sexual harassment going on? Or do you really think this is a network that likes to hear about itself in the news? I know what I think. All right, what do we got here? Oh, Bob Dylan's coming to Chaffetz Arena on October 21st. Tickets go on sale Monday at the usual ticket outlets. And don't forget that this weekend it's the Lebanese Fest at St. Raymond's. If you want more information, 621-0056. Eat yourself some tabbouleh and go down there and have a great time at St. Raymond's this weekend. All right, you know, I remember the good old days when the Pope Mobile just seemed to be nothing more than a glorified golf cart. Well, things have changed. Here are the specs on the current Pope Mobile. Are you ready? It's a custom Mercedes-Benz SUV with a glass enclosure replacing the back seats as a trunk. Its top speed is 160 miles an hour. 160. Who's the Pope think he is? Jim Edmonds? Can also do 70 miles an hour if all the tires have been shot out. The glass protecting the Pope is 3 inches thick, and it isn't just bulletproof, it can withstand explosives. The Pope's enclosure has air filters and an oxygen supply in case of a chemical weapon or biological weapon attack. There's a half-inch thick bomb-proof steel plate under the car. I had no idea the Pope was this popular. Each one costs about $312,000 to produce, but Mercedes gives them to the Vatican for free. You know, people wait for days in the snow and the wind and the rain and the elements for the Pope to go by. They're standing behind the orange fence, and then, you know, here comes the Pope, here comes the Pope. Thanks, 160. Thanks, Father 160. Boston Herald filed a public records request with the FAA, and they got medical records data for the past 3 years about the people who might be flying your plane. These are professional pilots. So the Boston Herald says, give us the medical records on all the pilots. And there's about 500,000 of them in the country right now. And here's the data. You ready? 15 pilots have been treated or diagnosed with schizophrenia. 292 pilots have attempted suicide. 2,700 pilots have been treated for alcohol abuse. 1,200 of them have been diagnosed as alcoholics. 1,377 pilots have been treated for drug abuse. 94 of them have been diagnosed as drug addicts. 87 pilots were treated or diagnosed with sexual deviance, including pedophilia, voyeurism, or fetishism. 23 pilots have been treated or diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder. 80 bipolars, 2 paranoids. And you add all that up, that comes out to about 5,923 pilots who have been treated or diagnosed. So when you're flying next time, ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk? Sarah Silverman. She could be joking, but she says she's going to do full frontal nudity in her new movie. It's called Take This Waltz. It's got Michelle Williams and Seth Rogen. And she says it's fully frontally nakeded stuff. We'll see. In the meantime, from Mad Men, Christina Hendricks, who has become the reason why a lot of men have to sleep on their backs these days, if you got AMC, says she's never going to do movie nudity. She doesn't want to be overexposed in the wrong way. Christina, give us what we want, please. All right, Prevention Magazine. Here's the list of the 5 things that you should buy organic, and then we have a list of 5 things that you should not buy organic. Triple C loves this stuff, by the way. Here you go. Number 1, the list of things you should not buy. I'm sorry, that you should buy organically. Okay, I'm a little out of practice. I've been off the air for 11 months. All right, here's the things that you should buy organic. This is all fruits and vegetables. Celery. 75% of it is grown during the fall and winter. Rain, wind, well, they promote the growth of bacteria and fungal diseases. So if you're eating something other than organic celery, you're taking a risk. Number 2 is peaches. Well, we got that fuzz all over them, and that's a perfect place for bacteria to hide. Number 3, apples are susceptible to more than 30 insects, so the farmers spray them constantly. Number 4, bell peppers. They have chemical compounds that serve as built-in insect repellents, but bell peppers are technically fruit, so they don't. And there's little creases in the top, and the bacteria hides in there. And potatoes, they're sprayed like crazy too. And I was amused by this. I didn't know this. It protects them from bugs, but it also makes them all the same size and shape. And that's for fast food restaurants and potato chip companies. So they're spraying the potatoes so they're all the same size. All right. Here's the 5 things on the list from Prevention Magazine that you're wasting your money if you buy organically, because the non-organic is just as good. Peas, well, they're protected by the pod. Number 2, onions. They have their own protective chemicals. Number 3, asparagus. It grows so fast, the bugs don't even know it's there yet. Number 4, mangoes. They're grown in dry climate, not good for fungus and growths and bugs and things like that. And number 5, watermelons, because the pesticides, if there are any, are on the outside. And I don't know anybody who eats the outside of a watermelon. So there you go. All right, Bill Clinton tonight on The Daily Show with Jon Stewart. That'll be entertaining. Bill Maher back on HBO tomorrow night. Birthdays. One Miss Julie Lally here in St. Louis is only about one of the most popular women in the entire region. Happy birthday to Julie, wherever you are. JC's Eye Candy today. I have no doubt that you're going to watch this, and then you're going to send it to every person you know. This is destined to become viral, I guarantee it. It's called Redneck Dominoes. Redneck Dominoes, and it's JC's Eye Candy today, and it's right down there, right below what you're looking at right now, so you can check it out. JC's Video Village. Back in 1997, somebody had the bright idea to try to make Las Vegas family-friendly. One of the people who was not cool with that was Wayne Newton. I was out there in '97 doing interviews for the Chevy Chase movie, Vegas Vacation, and Wayne laid into the people who were trying to make Vegas family friendly. It's very entertaining. JC's Video Village this week. The Wayback Machine is Alan Barklage. You know, 20 years ago, let me just figure this out here. In '98, yeah, so almost 20 years ago, Alan passed away. Helicopter crash, one of those experimental things. Bad news. But for 20 years before that, Alan was a helicopter traffic pilot, did our show from '87 to '91, and one day this guy jumps off the bridge into the Mississippi River, and what happens? Alan goes flying in and rescues the guy. Because a lot of people who attempt suicide, once they start bobbing around in the water, they start having second thoughts, and then they start swimming and they drown trying to get to the shore. Alan goes in with the helicopter, the guy grabs onto the skid, rescues him out of the water, but it gave Channel 5's Rick Edlund an opportunity to tell even a more interesting story about something that Alan Barklage did. So we have that today on the Wayback Machine and for the rest of the week. JC's old school photo today changes from Kim Basinger in 1989 to Morgan Fairchild in 1988. This is that story that I told you earlier this week when I posed for the picture, but she was so thin I put my arm right around her and ended up right on her right boob, and then posed for the picture again and did it again. So that picture is JC's old school photo today. And by the way, I had a swimming pool and a convertible back then, and my skin looks like John Boehner. So I suppose I should apologize for that. All right, tomorrow, big news from OJ and big news from Shaquille O'Neal, and some more other stuff we'll try to round up for you. That's at JC's Daily Dose for Thursday, September 16th, 2010, a cooperative venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. In the meantime, we've beaten this one to death. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.